What if keeping the brain sharp requires simple, accessible habits rather than expensive programs or hours of complex puzzles? For many, aging brings a persistent worry that every forgotten name or misplaced word is a sign of a slowing mind. But research suggests that healthy aging is not about the total absence of memory lapses. It is about how we use daily activities to stay mentally involved. Cognitive decline is not a passive cliff fall off. It is a landscape we can actively navigate using tools we already have at our disposal. At 72, Margaret began to fear that her occasional forgetfulness meant her cognitive abilities were starting to fade. Instead of withdrawing or accepting this as inevitable, she decided to change her approach and seek out a new challenge. She joined a local language learning group. The early days were difficult. She struggled to remember new words, and the process felt uncomfortable and slow. Margaret's initial frustration was not a sign that she was failing. It was the natural result of pushing her mind to operate in an unfamiliar way. Margaret stayed consistent with her routine, practicing her reading and participating in group discussions every day despite the difficulty. This visualization shows why consistency matters. This neural network operates through neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and rewire itself. When we engage in mental tasks, the network strengthens connections between its existing neurons. When we learn something entirely new, like a language, the brain builds new structural pathways to bridge the gaps, creating a more complex and resilient internal network. This biological adaptability is supported by findings from the National Institutes of Health and the Mayo Clinic, which suggests that mental engagement helps maintain cognitive health. The brain is not a static machine that simply wears out. It is a dynamic organ that reinforces itself through active use. This process isn't limited to languages. Any new skill can stimulate different regions of the brain and encourage these new connections. Simple daily reading engages memory, language, and attention. Puzzles, strategy games, and problem-solving tasks act as direct challenges that keep thinking skills sharp. Any activity that requires active comprehension and focus serves as a form of resistance training for the mind. However, mental exercises are only one part of a larger ecosystem. Cognitive resilience also depends on physical and social support. In Margaret's case, the social interaction of her class was vital. Meaningful conversations require the brain to process complex information and maintain social connections. Physical activity is also a requirement. Exercise increases the blood flow to the brain that is necessary to support its overall health. Restorative habits like quality sleep and stress management allow the brain to consolidate new information and protect it from the effects of chronic strain. Brain health is built on these multiple pillars, where movement, social connection, and rest amplify the benefits of learning. Months later, Margaret found she was more mentally engaged. Her confidence grew, and she began to look forward to the challenge of learning. The real success wasn't just the vocabulary she learned, but the fact that she stopped viewing aging as a reason to stop growing. This checklist outlines the daily habits that support the brain: reading, learning new skills, staying active, socializing, sleeping well, and managing stress. These habits work best when they are consistent. The key to staying consistent is choosing activities that you genuinely enjoy. The most effective brain exercise is the one you are willing to repeat every day. Your brain is one of the most remarkable organs in your body. Every new skill learned, meaningful conversation, and book read helps keep it engaged. Healthy aging is not about avoiding change. It is about continuing to grow, learn, and stay connected to the world around you. The ability to learn does not expire with age. Growing intellectually and emotionally is a lifelong process, not a privilege reserved for a specific age. Many of the world's healthiest and longest living people share something surprisingly simple in common. In our next video, we'll explore what healthy 90-year-olds eat and discover the eating patterns that support longevity around the world.
Remember, life after 50 isn't about slowing down. It's about living stronger, healthier, and happier. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. This is Longevity After 50, adding life to years, one step at a time.